I'm not sure what we're doing here. Why is this? Okay, there we are. Wasn't sure what was going on there for a second. Can anybody hear me? Okay, anybody there? Anything be heard? Testing 1, 2, 3. Is this volume all right? Can anybody hear me? Hello, Ashley. Little John. Here for the stream. Well, having a little technical difficulties here with the volume. Can everybody hear what I'm saying? Well, my other page is froze up here for some reason. Okay, Little John and Ashley both say yes, they can hear me. Okay, that's all that matters, I guess, at this point. So, going to step away here for just a second, and I'll be right back. Oh. Sorry about that. Man's got to have you diet Pepsi there. Little John, you be careful, man. Ashley, where are you from? Iconic York. Okay, Peter Griffin, here we go. Not sure what's happened over here. Oh, there it goes. Oh, let's make sure this. Okay. Little John. Here for the stream. Well, having a little technical difficulties here with the volume. Can Iconic York, you gotta laugh, man. There's no reason not to. Actually, you want to know how my what was? Or is? Kansas City, Missouri. Or Kansas, Missouri. Okay, Little John and Ashley both say yes, they can hear me. Okay, that's all that matters, I guess, at this point. So, I'm going to step away here for just a second. How do we have 18 people in here, and I only see Little John, Ashley, Iconic York. Sorry about that. This man's going to have his diet Pepsi there. 640. Oh, there's Steve. How you doing, Steve? Johnny, be careful, man. Yeah, they're not Gucci by any stretch, that's for sure. C Gaming. Hello. Iconic York. Is everybody in here already retired or getting close to retirement? You're welcome any way that you're here, but just curious. Tyler, how you doing? Let's make sure this. It's because they don't want to type. Well, they need to come up with some type of a speech for type for speech or speech for type. Are you into ham radio? No, I never was into ham radio. Stuart? There's no reason not to. Actually, you want to know how my love was, or is? Oh, that's better. Kansas City, Missouri. Turn up the television. You can hear better. All right, we're going to turn that down and see what everybody's got going on here. How do we have 18 people in here and I only see Little John, Ashley? I like roast beef radio. Okay. How do you feel your retired days without spending more money than working? I'll be quite honest with you, Stuart. I did nothing today but YouTube stuff. So that's how I spent today. But I do have 6 grandchildren that are in the immediate area, and they keep us pretty busy. But I do during the summer. I do metal detecting out at the beach. Right now, I'm not doing a whole lot of that, so I spend my time reading. I go to the gym. Let me rephrase that. I've started going to the gym, so that's taking up some of my time. Already retired or getting close to retirement? You know. You're welcome any way that you're here, but just curious. Joshua, wow, that's. Tyler, how you doing? Yeah, I agree. It does suck. Just because they don't want to type well. You know, as far as how you spend your time when you're retired, it. You know, you got to find purpose. Whether you go to the library or maybe you volunteer somewhere. A5, Mr. Arf. How you doing? I miss working. You know, I've been retired for 6 years, man, and I still want to work at least part-time, but I've just been too busy. Isn't that sad? How do we have 18 people in here, and I only see Little John? Joshua, you learned how to read and write Hebrew? Wow, that's an accomplishment. How do you feel your retired days without spending more money than working? I'll be quite honest with you, Stuart. I did nothing today but YouTube stuff. So that's how I spent today. But I do have 6 grandchildren that are A5. I'm going to go with A5 because I'm terrible with names. But you're from Indonesia? Welcome, brother. I've been working for 30 years. Love it. I do during the summer. I do. You know the paycheck is just the icing on the cake. But yeah, I do miss working. I go to the gym. Stuart had his own business for 20 years. Oh, you're in your 20s, or you were. You know, anyway that you're here, but just curious. Joshua, wow, that's... Todd, I've got one. I spent probably $120. Honestly, it's been so long since I've had it out, I don't even remember what the name of it is. Time when you're retired. It, you know, you got to find purpose. Whether you go to the library or maybe you volunteer somewhere. Yeah, Josh, it looks like they make some money up there. So. Turn up A5, Mr. Hart. How you doing? I miss working. You go on Sundays. You know, I've been retired for 6 years. I still want to work. You know, talking about staying busy in retirement, you don't have to stay busy all the time, but sometimes you just need a down day. I haven't started my car in the last 2 days. We haven't been anywhere, so. Joshua, you learned how to read and write Hebrew? Wow. That's an accomplishment. It's Bobby Trill. What, are you a black Hebrew Israelite? Come on, man. What's this got to do with anything? No, I'm Jewish. Okay, you're talking to Josh. All right. Hey, since we still got a few minutes before the live stream actually starts, anybody got any live stream suggestions? What do you want to talk about? I've got something we're going to talk about tonight, but yeah, I do miss working. Todd, you retired at 57, got a part-time job 3 miles from home. Man, that's great. Just get you an electric bike and you'll be saving all kinds of gas money. That's what I'm looking for. Todd, I've got one. Stuart, do you ever find that one day just runs into the other? Yeah, I lay on the sofa a while, watch some TV, then it's dinner, and then bedtime. You forgot about the nap, though, unless that comes with laying on the sofa. Whether you go to the library or... Joshua, what are you talking about tonight? Tonight's topic is going to be what retirees worry about at 2 a.m., but don't ever say out loud. I can't ride a bike anymore. Well, you live in a golf cart community by any chance? You know, talking about staying busy in retirement, you don't stay. Thanks, Todd. Yeah, folks, if you enjoy being here, drop a like. Give me a thumbs up once in a while. Did you retire early? Yeah, I retired at 62, actually. Yeah, Josh. Yeah, I remember as a child you hated taking a nap. Now I look forward to it. Are you black? What is? What is? Peter Griffin? What show was he on? I forgot. Hey, since we still got a few minutes before the live stream actually starts, anybody got any live stream suggestions? Anyway, suggestions for a live stream? Some of y'all want to discuss, talk about? Yeah, I do miss working. Todd, you retired at 57. Stuart, actually, that's one of the questions on tonight. If you worry about, that's one of the reasons people stay awake at 2 o'clock in the morning. Family Guy. Thanks, Joshua. I got to start watching that show. You know, I've never seen a single episode. But yeah, worrying about your money running out. That seems to be something a lot of people are concerned with. TV, then dinner, and then bedtime. You forgot about the nap, though, unless that comes with laying on the sofa. Joshua, what are you talking about tonight? Tonight's topic is going to be what retirees worry about at 2 a.m., but don't ever say out loud. I can't ride a bike anymore. Well, you live in a golf cart community by any chance? You know, talking about staying busy in retirement, you know, thanks, Todd. Yeah, folks, if you enjoy being here, drop a like. Give me a I play PS4 games. It helps pass time. I'm sure it does. I've got a, what is it I've got? Nintendo Switch. Yeah, I play it from time to time, but not a great deal. It's mostly here for when the grandkids show up. What is Peter Griffin? What show was he on? I forgot. The show game, it's baseball? Hey, since we still got a few minutes. Okay. Before the live stream actually starts, anybody got any live stream suggestions? Anyway, suggestions for live stream? That might be. Talk about. There it is. Time to retire to 57. Stuart, actually, that's one of the questions on tonight. If you worry about, that's one of the reasons people stay awake at 2 o'clock in the morning. Family Guy. Thanks, Joshua. I was addicted to baseball as a child. Yeah, I played baseball all the way through high school, and then my elbows started wearing out. I was a catcher, so all the throwing took it out of me. Did you ever collect baseball cards? Years ago. Oh my God, years ago. How about you? Joshua, what are you talking about tonight? Tonight's topic is going to be what retirees worry about at 2 a.m., but don't ever say out loud. Grew up with the best team, the Yankees. Okay. I always thought Cincinnati was the best team. Yeah, folks, if you enjoy being here, drop a like. I play PS4. Minecraft, you're sitting on top of a jungle tree watching the sun go down. Yeah, I got to pay taxes too, even in retirement. I play it from time to time, but not a great deal. It's mostly here for when the grandkids show up. Oh. Peter Griffin? What show was he on? I forgot. The show game, it's baseball? Okay. UKEITARO, however you pronounce that, buddy. I apologize. I'm doing pretty good. Real quiet day today. Didn't do much of anything. Ever think about going abroad to stretch the dollar? Nope. Nope. I got too much going on here. Yeah, they were good in the 70s. The Big Red Machine. Turo? Yukatoro? Maybe? I butcher names, man. I apologize. Did you ever collect baseball cards? Years ago. Oh my God, years ago. How about you? Yukataro, maybe. Yukataro. Where are you from? Yuki Taro. Okay. Almost. Maybe by the end I'll have it. I'm just helping out. Oh, no worries. Appreciate the help. Yep, sorry about that. The tire is like tar. Ukulele, okay. My baseball teams, thanks to my baseball card. Maven, let me be the first. Happy birthday. Maven's birthday's in 3 days. Can't believe everybody got on so early. I can still tell most of the teams in the 70s. You know, my brother's that way. He can tell every team how big their stadium is. It's unbelievable. Uke, though. Okay, that'll work. Or is it Yuki? No. Nope, I got too much going on here. Uke, all right, first one. Toro. I butchered your name, man. I apologize. Years ago. Oh my God, years ago. All right, is anybody else in here besides me fully retired? Okay. Just chillaxing right now. Almost. Maybe by the end I'll have it. I'm just helping out. No worries. Appreciate the help. Blue Blanc, welcome. Sorry about that. Tar is like tar. I hear the background. The back is it feeding through? Ukulele. Okay. My baseball teams. Thanks for the baseball. Do I speak? No, I don't speak French. I can barely speak English. Okay. How about the back feed? Is it gone? Uke, thanks. Where am I from, Blue? I'm from, actually from Kentucky originally. But it's been 40 years since I've been back there. And you're from France. It's gone now, okay. There we go. All right. Maine. Is it cold up there, Wendy? I've never left the United States. Well, I take that back. We took a cruise and went to Mexico last year, but that's it. Okay, what part of Florida are you in, Joshua? Well, good for you, Wendy. I'm glad it's warming up a little bit. I still don't think I can handle it up there. No, Blue, I don't. Pensacola. All right, Joshua. It's near Alabama. I have a sister that lives in Alabama. Somewhere around Dothan, I think. Not sure I can either. Come on to Florida. You're more than welcome. Home of the Blue Angels. Oh, that's true. I forgot about that. You know, Blue, I don't know that I'll ever get to France, but it would be nice one of these days. All right, folks. It's pretty much right up almost 7 o'clock. So why don't we get started? Let's jump in there. First of all, welcome to everybody that's here. I appreciate you showing up. Tonight we're doing What retirees worry about at 2 o'clock, but never say out loud? You know, obviously you don't have to give a name, but if you want to ask a question or make a comment, you're more than welcome to. But let's be honest. Let's be mindful of other people. I got a couple of messages after last week's live stream. Folks, this needs to be a judgment-free zone for people on Social Security or other mixed incomes. So, you know, hopefully we're all adults here. Let's all participate and have a good time. So, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. You're laying in bed, you're staring at the ceiling, and you're worried about what? Joshua, 2 a.m. What is it that keeps you awake at night, worrying? Anybody? Speak up. Nobody's got anything to say tonight. Interesting. How about this? Some of the top worries that seniors have or retirees have, let's put it that way. Will my money last until I'm gone? That seems to be right up there at the top of reasons people are worried at night. Do I have enough money? Do I have enough in savings? You know, the ideal situation is to pass when the money's gone, but that doesn't always happen. So the big question is, do I have enough or will I have enough to survive? Yeah, the bladder, okay. I go to bed at 1 o'clock, so you're probably still awake anyways. Credit card bills, get them paid off and get rid of them. Keep one. Just keep one for emergencies. You know, again, fear of outliving your savings. I think with the way the economy is anymore, that's right up there. So, you know, what do you do about it? How do you stop worrying about it? Obviously, the answer is to save more money, but that's not always possible. I find if you think positive and be positive, you'll notice your money stressing will reduce. Mr. Know-It-All, that's pretty darn true. So, yeah. Here's one, rising cost. You know, just the cost of food alone, you know, with the inflation. A lot of people are concerned about that. You know, everybody on a definite fixed income when it comes to Social Security. Sometimes food budgeting can get pretty tight. So a lot of people have food concerns or being able to afford food. Same thing with housing, especially if you don't already own your home outright. You know, maybe you're renting, maybe you're still paying on a house. You worry about your health, which is worth more than the money. Absolutely. You know, without your health, you got nothing. You can't save on SSI. Probably not. I don't know how a lot of people do that. But at least your health is good. Well, that's fantastic, really. Medical bills. That's another big one. People between Medicare, supplemental plans. I don't know how people do it. We're on. Doggone it, I forgot what it's called again. It's not Medicare. Advantage plan. That's what we've got. Is an Advantage plan. Steak is unaffordable these days. Good God, it is. Yeah, ramen noodles. Unless you're type 2 diabetic, then you can't even eat that. So, You can reduce your cost a lot. Mr. Know-It-All, how? Give me some suggestions. Mike, spend money on food, on good food. Stop all the BS, alcohol, smokes, drugs. You know, if you're living on a fixed income, I would think most of those are already out of your life anyway. So, but you're right, absolutely. If you're struggling to keep a roof over your house or groceries in your cabinet, stop buying the groceries or alcohol. Stop buying the cigarettes. If you're doing drugs, man, I don't know what to tell you there. Free Canadian health care is terrible? Really? Wow, I've never heard, that's the first time I've heard that. Wow, okay. I'm just thankful I don't have medical issues. Okay. Is your health plan a big part of your budget? Wendy, are you talking to me personally? Because I've got a lot to say on Advantage plans and Medicare. So, I only buy cigarettes. Okay, well, go to market every day. Walk there if you can. Yes, and in general. Okay, Wendy brings up a good point. Is your health plan a big part of your budget? For me personally, no, it's not. Actually, it's a very small part. Now, I've been debating whether to have this to make a video on this topic for a while now. Medicare versus Advantage plans. I don't even know where to start with it. Medicare, I believe it's for parts A and B. A is free. B costs $206 a month, I believe. So if you're a family of two, husband and wife, or you have a spouse, you know, you're looking at $412 a month just for Part B. That's without even any supplemental plans. I don't want to sit here and try and convince anybody to switch to an Advantage plan, but let me tell you how my Advantage plan works. And I have Optimum insurance. First off, they reimburse me every bit of that $206 a month minus $20. So my insurance costs me $20 a month. It costs my wife $20 a month. I do have to see doctors that are in network, but I have a very good doctor. I have zero copay when I go to see him. I have a $10 copay when I go to a specialist. I just had eye surgery. I had a torn retina in my left eye. Had to have it fixed. Altogether, it cost me $546, and that was for I believe the anesthesiologist. Hospital was taken care of, doctor was taken care of. All follow-up appointments until the doctor cleared me were taken care of. So, I really can't complain there. Now, you can't do a lot of traveling because you have to stay in network, but I don't do a lot of traveling. My wife and I try to take, one cruise a year, but, as far as any real traveling, no, we don't. We just don't do it. But we got too much going on here with the kids and grandkids and everything else that my wife's got us involved in. So some of the benefits that we get, my wife and I both get these same benefits. We each get $70 a month in groceries. They actually give us a debit card, and they load it the first of every month with $70 on it. So right off the bat, our grocery bill is cut by $140 a month. They also give us what's called over-the-counter products. They send a big catalog, and we can order out of it. We can each order $90 of over-the-counter supplies a month. And folks, that's just about everything. It's Band-Aids, it's aspirin, eye drops. It's arthritis pain relief. It's icy hot for your back or sore muscles. You can get a scale for your bathroom. If you need a cane, you can order a cane. There's all kinds of supplies that you can get through this program. So the biggest disadvantage from what I can see is later on in life, if I start getting serious illness or sickness, if I want to switch back to Medicare, I have to be approved first of all. And they can deny me, they can ask me any question they want to ask. So it could be, in the future, it could be difficult for me to get onto Medicare if and when I want to do that. So, like I say, my insurance costs me $20 a month. They reimburse me everything but $20. And so far, we've had it for 6 years. Or I've had it for 3 years. My wife's had it for longer. So I'm seeing a lot of questions or comments about Canada healthcare, and I really can't answer anything about it, obviously, because I don't know anything about it. So, Wendy, I hope that answered some of your questions about. I'm sorry, I'm trying to read and answer at the same time. I hope that Wendy answered some of your questions about health insurance, healthcare in general. Like I say, if you got any other questions, send me a text message or an email. I'll see what I can do to find out more for you. So in Canada, the average senior can receive between $2,400 and $2,900 a month, combining all three. Wow, okay. Just saying, to compare to your American system. Sorry to go off topic. No problem, Mr. Know-It-All. So, three big things: food, housing, and medical. Those are three big topics that's going to keep people awake at night. It really is. So, hopefully everybody has an answer for it. What if my health gets worse? Like I just said, right now, we're very happy with what we've got as far as the Advantage plan goes. I don't know all that much about Medicare because I don't have it. I do know that Part A is free. Part B right now, it just went up. I think they're paying, I think it's $206 a month. Believe it or not, I just got some kind of flyer in the mail today. They're talking about a Part C, which I'm not aware of. But I know that some of the supplemental plans can be expensive. So, really, that's kind of why I went with an Advantage plan. So, what happens if my health gets worse? What do people do? How do you survive? You know, when you're racking up thousands of dollars in medical cost. But America has how many more people than Canada has? Okay, well, I have no idea, Josh. What happens when you start worrying about your mobility? When you have to start using a cane or a wheelchair or a walker for that matter? You know, losing a person's mobility, and I think Josh probably can speak on that a little bit better than I can. So I do have a cane. I try not to use it, but I have it just in case. Along with mobility is your independence. I can't imagine being dependent on somebody 24 hours a day. You know, somebody to deliver meals and make sure my house is clean or I'm clean or whatever all that involves. So, Again, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. And again, we go back to medical bills. You know, it all seems to boil down to medical bills. Our independence, our mobility, our capability of taking care of ourselves or keeping care of loved ones. It's tough. I don't know what the answer is. I wish I knew what the answer was. But unfortunately, I don't. And let me just throw in here real quick, folks, for the 12, 14 that are watching. I got a comment on one of my videos a couple days ago, and I felt I needed to come on here and probably answer this to everybody that's here. Folks, I am not a retirement expert. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm none of those expert things that people talk about experts. I'm just an old guy living in retirement. And I have the time that I can sit and do a lot of research, and that's what I do. I try to learn as much as I can about the situation. So please, don't take my word as expert, because I'm not. Like I said, I'm just an old man trying to survive retirement, just like everybody else is. So with that being said, I'll leave that alone. What's everybody going to do when you lose your independence, when you lose your mobility? What options do we have? I don't want to be a burden to my kids, that's for sure. You know, my gosh, they've got themselves to take care of, or they've got their kids to take care of. Do I want them to have to take care of me? No. I would hope that they would be there if I need them. But you know, I don't want to be a burden to anybody, especially my children. You know, and that's where a lot of pride goes to fade away. You know, sometimes you just gotta swallow your pride and ask for help. Hopefully, it's going to be from a family member, somebody you can trust, somebody you can count on. Wow, Wendy, you're right. That complicates things even more. If you don't have children, who do you have to fall back on? I guess at that point, your best bet is medical professionals, in-home care of some type. You know, but as far as the family goes, none of us wants to be a bother to our family. None of us wants to be a worry also, you know, because they've got everything they need to worry about. So I don't want to be just one more thing. And family is like a no-no. I don't understand your comment, Josh. What's you don't want to ask, or you don't have the support there? Anyway, you know, another thing people worry about at 2:00 in the morning. I had 4 brothers and 4 sisters. Okay, that kind of explains it. Thank you for sharing that. I'm 68, been retired 6 years. I don't have it all figured out. I don't know if I'll ever have it figured out. And sometimes I do lay awake at night wondering, how do I fix this? Or how do I get through this? I don't know. But I should have had it figured out by now. Yeah, that keeps people awake a lot at night. It really does. So, you know. Will we ever have it figured out? I doubt it. We can hope. We can hope we can have some of it figured out and maybe wing the rest of it. I've been doing that for 68 years now, so, and I haven't ended up in prison yet or killed anybody, so I guess I'm doing something right. Hopefully I am. How about this? Even in retirement, I feel behind. You know, you can walk outdoors and you can see your neighbor just bought a new car, or they're having new furniture delivered, or they're taking big fancy trips. They're flying off to France. Hi from Iran. How you doing? Glad you could be here. You know, but I've talked about this in some of my other videos, and it's called comparison. And really, once you get to retirement, folks, you need to stop comparing yourself to other people, other family members, other neighbors, people you used to work with. It's not worth it. You know, if you can't accept me for who I am, tough on you. And if you can afford a new car, great for you. I'm happy for you. Like I've said before in several videos, I'm a t-shirt and short kind of guy. I wear Crocs a lot. If I want to get dressed up, I'll put socks on before I slip my Crocs on. That should tell you a little bit about me. So, comparison to other people, folks, it doesn't do you a damn bit of good. Don't even think about it. It's just not worth it. All you're going to do is give yourself an ulcer. How about this? Feeling like you should be more prepared. Folks, let me let you in on a little secret. Retirement's a learn as you go kind of thing. Yeah, you can try to get as much information before retirement, but you know, again, it's a learn as you go kind of deal. You don't go into it knowing everything you need to know. You don't know all about Medicare. You don't know about Advantage plans. So they were called flip-flop. Okay, I see what you're saying. You're not gonna have it all figured out. You shouldn't feel like you're behind. You really shouldn't. Behind what? Because you don't have enough money saved for retirement? I don't know anybody that does. You know, the experts, whoever they may be, or the gurus from what I've been told, they all say you got to have $1 million saved before you can retire. Well, who in the world can save $1 million? I don't know too many people. Hey, P. Nolan, how you doing? Do I know this P. Nolan? This is it. Live frugal, get debt free, and buy silver. Yeah, I do know P. Nolan. Okay, Mint. It's been nice knowing you, but you're gone. You have to be an elected official to save $1 million. That's probably true, but again, I don't know too many people that's got $1 million saved. I know I don't. I'm still trying to save, so you know, that's just the way it is. Live and learn. What happens if something unexpected hits, like car repairs, home issues, and emergency medical cost? Folks, I have a savings account. I call it my emergency fund. And we try to put money into it as much as possible, or as often as possible, just for those kind of things, because you don't know when a car repair is going to pop up. You don't know when you're going to have a car accident. You don't know when something's going to happen and you got to pay $500 to have eye surgery. So, yes, it's a savings account. It's just, I call it my emergency fund. And I put money into it if the water heater goes out, or I need a battery for the car. My dishwasher stops working. I got to call a plumber. Got to call an electrician. Whatever pops up. That's what my emergency fund is for. So, and it can be anything. The point about an emergency fund is put money into it, but don't take money out unless it's a true emergency. Hey, we're going to go get pizza tonight. Folks, that's not an emergency. I want to go, but I don't have the cash. So guess what? Stay home and eat a bologna sandwich if that's what it takes. Yeah, Josh, I've been the dishwasher for quite a while, as a matter of fact. It's the mailman from Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Don't know what you're talking about, but see you later. That's what an emergency fund's for. It's not for eating out. It's not for buying the latest new pair of shoes or whatever the case may be. It's for a true emergency, folks. It's not for anything but that. So put the money in there and just let it build up. Trust me, eventually you're going to need it. Something's going to come along. It's just the way it is. Anybody got questions about money or Social Security or insurance or budgeting, downsizing? Anything at all, folks? I promise I'll keep the answer short if at all possible. While we're waiting on questions, I'll go over 4 simple habits that help reduce that 2 a.m. anxiety. How many retirees still have a mortgage? Ooh, that's a good question. I'm guessing a lot, Wendy. I'm guessing there's a lot of people out there with a mortgage. 4 simple habits to sleep better at night. Do a weekly money check. I'm not saying do a full in-depth audit of your checking or savings account. Sit down at the breakfast table with a cup of coffee. Open up your banking app. Yep, I've got money in the checking account. Yeah, I've got money in the savings account. Yep, I've got money in my emergency fund. Okay, I'm good. Go on with your day. Do that once a week. It's not going to hurt. It's going to keep those numbers in front of your face, basically is what it amounts to. Like I've said before, it says small emergency buffer. A true emergency buffer is going to be, again, what the experts are claiming, 3 to 6 months worth of income. I don't know too many people that have 6 months worth of income in a savings account for emergencies, but if you do, fantastic. But at least have an emergency fund, folks. That's the main thing. Number 3 is have a realistic monthly plan. In other words, have a budget, folks. A budget is so important, I think, in surviving retirement. We're on a fixed income. We have a set amount of money coming in each month. We got to know where that money's going. It can't work for you if you don't know what's happening to it. So, take care of your essentials first. Those are the things you got to pay every month. Or the lights are going to get shut off, or the water's going to get shut off, or somebody's going to show up knocking on the door saying, okay, it's time to move out. You haven't made a mortgage payment or a rent payment or whatever the case may be. Essentials, you got to pay those without fail every month. Your wants, you don't have to have them. Yeah, repo your car. That's true. your wants, your joy in life. How many people have streaming services on their television? How many people have 2, 3, 4, sometimes 5 streaming services? I think the cheapest one I've seen is like $6.99 a month, and they average $8 to $12 a month. If you've got more than one, man, you're paying a hunk to watch television. We have one streaming service. That's it. You can only watch so many channels at a time, so the streaming service you don't need that many anyways. Yeah, Wendy, we have a lot that are from free subscriptions also. I lost my train of thought now. Happens quite a bit. Shop your car insurance. Folks, they're not loyal to you. Why be loyal to them? I shop my car insurance every 3 months. I'm looking for the better deal every time. I can't think of where I was going now. Tubi is free. Yeah, that's a pretty good channel. Cell phone, that's the other one that I was thinking about. You know, if you sign up for a 2-year program, yeah, you'll probably get a pretty good rate the first year. The second year, they're going to raise it. I guarantee it. Into that second year, I'm switching. I'm going to find somebody that's cheaper. As long as the phone does what I want it to do, and I can get a better rate, I'm going to do it. So, cut the joys. Here's another one: eating out, folks. Yeah, I love to eat out, as you can tell, and now I'm going to the gym because of it. So, I budget, and I'll be honest with you, I budget $150 a month for my wife and I to eat out. That's roughly $50 a meal for 2 people, including tips. So we don't go to fancy places. We're talking Chili's or Applebee's or the local pizza place down the street here. But we don't eat out 3 times a week, or 3 times a month. I'm sorry. If we eat out much, we eat out twice a month, and that's going to take care of it. So I budget $150, but I never spend more than $100. So I'm saving $50 if you want to look at it that way. Or I've got $50 to put somewhere else. You know, so if it's not in the budget, don't go out to eat. And there's all kinds of other things, folks. We won't get into it right now, but you know, stay at home. Cook your meals at home. All right, I'll just keep going. Don't go to the grocery store without first making a menu and then making a shopping list. Folks, if if you're not eating out of your pantry and your freezer first, whatever's in there, you've just wasted money. You've already paid for it. Why not plan a meal around it? Yeah, my drink. Yeah, you're okay if you say so. Dollar Mills, Dollar General. You know, I've tried a few of those, and I've even got them on my channel. If you want to go back, look through the backlog. Couple of those meals were not too bad. Couple of those meals, I'll never eat again. They were absolutely disgusting. So, know what you've got in your pantry. Know what you've got in your freezer before you go to the grocery store. If you have to take it all out and inventory it, do that. Sometimes disgusting is all you can eat. That may be true. You know, I'm from Kentucky. I was raised on soup, beans, and cornbread. On a good day, we got fried potatoes with it. So it doesn't take a whole lot to satisfy me. Rice and a little bit of gravy and a hamburger patty, I can make do. Joshua, Ice cream, okay, well, if it's in your budget, yeah, I love cornbread. Cornbread and soup beans, whoo, don't get no better than that. Canned veggies, fruit, pasta. Well, right now my doctor's not real happy with me, so pasta's off my list. So are potatoes, but mean a lot of chicken and pork. As far as vegetables, I can have all the vegetables I want. And if you're not shopping the canned vegetables at Walmart at 50 cents a can, you're missing the boat. I got rid of my diabetes just eating animal products. Really doesn't get boring. Then just eat one meal a day, most carbs. Just make, I'll give that a try. Pasta's not good. Too much sugar, boy, that's the truth. If I stood up, you would definitely agree. Frozen vegetables. I haven't bought a lot of frozen vegetables, but people say that's the way to go. So maybe it is. Folks, we're going a little bit long here, so anybody got any suggestions on what they want to see next week, what they want to talk about? Give me ideas for live streams, maybe. Comment I want to make to everybody that's still watching. Folks, you're not alone in this retirement game, if that's what you want to call it. There are literally thousands, just in the United States, thousands of people all facing the same fears that you've got. So I'm going to do this again next Tuesday night at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you know somebody could use some help, have them join the conversation. Maybe somebody will post a question. Maybe we can answer it for them. Another thing I really think you all need to understand, folks, you're probably doing better than you expect. It's always tough. I'm not going to deny that. It's always tough. Sometimes days are tougher than others, but you still get up, put your pants on or skirt on, whatever gender we're talking about. We may have a rough time, but folks, don't ever feel like you're behind. You're just living your life. So come on back next Tuesday night. Like I say, I'm going to do another live stream, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Don't know what the topic's going to be, but I'll come up with something unless somebody's got something else. Shorty said hi. How you doing? Wendy, I'm glad you found me too. I hope I can be some help to you. Watch some of my past videos. Not the very first ones. They were absolutely awful. Hope to see you all next Tuesday, 7 o'clock. I'll be here. Hopefully you will be too. So, folks, take care of yourself, and I'll talk to you later. See ya.